Hi friends, today we're going to be talking about mistakes beginner sports photographers make. Enough talking, let's get into this video. My boyfriend's grandma gave me this, so shout out to her. Now I'm gonna go through one of my subscribers. I'm just saying that to make myself look cool. I'm gonna go through a local photographer's work. They go to the high school that I went to. So like we have the connection there. They're not just like a random subscriber because I'm super famous and popular. We're gonna start here. I think these are the albums that they send out to the athletes. So it's not like a portfolio, I don't think. This is a pretty good photo. It looks like you might be standing, I'm not too sure. So that would be like my only advice is like to go from a lower angle. But like overall, I do love this photo. I think this is a fine photo, but like he isn't doing much. I just don't feel like there's that much purpose in this photo. I like this one. I don't think you need two of them, but like in this situation, it's kind of what I just talked about, is you need to make a decision. I think the editing is wrong on them. This photo has the wrong cropping. You could bring it in, I don't know, so like here or something. I just don't like cropping at the feet. And like all these are good photos, it's just like I wouldn't necessarily keep it in. There's not much purpose. I like this one a lot. I think it's a little crooked. This one I don't like that much. The ball isn't in focus and I think this position is a little awkward. Yeah, both of these I'd probably get rid of. This one's nice. Once again, I'd crop in more. I like this one because he's smiling, but I think you cropped it wrong also. And it's not straight. That one I don't like that much. You can't really see the ball. I don't really know what's going on. It's better to get the athletes in stride. This one, the cropping isn't centered, but I kind of like it off center. But I would probably bring it in a little bit more though. This one isn't my fave because this dude is blocking this dude and I think that's the main attention of this photo, so I'd probably crop it in or delete it. This one I'd probably delete too, even though I like his pose. There's just too much going on in the background. I like this one. I like how he's in stride. I like him in the foreground. I like this dude in the background. I think this is good. I'd probably just crop it in a little bit. It doesn't look fully centered to me. I like this one a lot. I think it'd look better if you were like sitting on the ground. I feel like you're standing up taking this, and I'd probably crop it in a little bit more and edit it differently. The shutter speed is not right because your ball is not in focus. I like this one a lot. If you know how to edit out the trash can, I'd do that. I've had this issue at this exact same place though, so totes understand if you can't do it. This one's a pretty good picture. The cropping's off, the hand is cut off, and I feel like there's not enough space at the bottom. There's not a face in this one, not a face in this one, not a face in this one, but I kind of like this one. But there's not a ball in this one. Shutter speed needs to be a little higher. But I understand if you can't do it. The photos are pretty nice anyways. I like this one. It's a little too dark though. You need to fix that in editing. That one had so much potential, but he was in the way, which is not your fault. But like if you could, I'd just move over a little bit and try and get his face in it. But I honestly just wouldn't keep this photo. And I know it sucks missing the shots, but sometimes you just have to say goodbye to the photos. There's no purpose with this photo. And when I say there's no purpose, it's like not like, there's no purpose. I don't know. I'm saying it in like, there's not like a main focus. I don't know what I'm looking at. There's not like a main subject. I don't know what you're trying to get the picture of, I guess. In the most respectful way possible. I like that you got a picture of the coach. I like this picture, except I don't think it's the best facial expression for him, and I think you could crop it in a bunch. But I think this picture had a lot of potential. These are fine, I just wouldn't stand here. I don't feel like, I'd stand more to this in front of them so they're running at me better, just so you can see their face a little bit more. Then also you might be able to see like these people in the background. I think I took these same pictures. Soccer is hard to shoot, I won't lie. So this is my photo. This is kind of what I mean of like switching your angle so they're looking at you and you're getting more action going on. I love this one. This is a great one. This one's pretty good. Colors are just off. I like this. I like these. I like your positioning in these. It looks like you're lower to the ground. Not much going on. I'd just keep one of these ones. I'd crop it in a bunch though. Ooh, that's a cool one. It's a really cool one. I would crop it in, but I'd still leave space. Like it's nice to see them running into space. I don't know how I'd crop it. I would. This one's a little dark and this doesn't have the best background and you already have a bunch of pictures of him, I think, so I'd delete it. Cropping's messed up, too close. I like this one. I like that you can see his face. Whoa! This is crazy! The cropping is a little messed up here, but the action that's going on here is kind of crazy, so I would leave it in anyways. I'd probably crop it in still a little bit more, but I think this is a great photo. Yes! Perfect. I love getting pictures of other photographers. Love this too. It's great to get pictures of other people there. Okay, soccer. Let's go through volleyball. This one's fine, the cropping's off, and her hand is covering too much of her face. I like this picture a lot, I think it's very cool. I like this one, I think this is a good way to get like a close-up shot. I wish this person wasn't behind her, like then it'd be like perfect, but I think this is a pretty good photo. Yeah, I think this one's better, I really like this. Can't see her face, can't see the ball. I like it, but I do like this one a lot, you just can't see the ball. Ooh, potential, but you cropped out the ball. I like this one a lot. Had potential, but the ball isn't in it. This is a great picture. I love how you can see her hair and like the braids. Aw. Like this is great. I love getting them laughing. Ugh, this one also had so much potential, but you cut out the ball. I think the images are great. There's so much there. I think it's a little bit too repetitive. You have like the same pictures of the same people doing the same things too many times. I recommend using keywords on Lightroom or making different albums for different people so you're seeing how many of each athlete you're doing and like seeing those photos next to each other, because you might see one, you're like, oh my god, that's great, and like flip forward, it's the exact same picture, you're like, oh my god, that's great, but like you already have that picture. You don't need two of the same picture. For the volleyball album, I think the biggest problem is cropping and trying to get more action shots. I think you got a lot of great static shots and close-ups, like amazing close-ups. I really do think you did a great job there, but I would like to see more action shots of like people. I think this is a great photo. I think you could have taken a couple more just to get their faces to be all looking nice. These are good. I think it'd be a little bit nicer if you were closer to the ground to make them look more powerful. Great to get pictures of fans. I'd probably edit it though because it's a little too dark. This is a great picture of the ref. Wow. This is a crazy photo. Your static shots in this album are great. Oh my god, I love it. So cute. I think it's so important to get these photos. Like, I know it's not like the main thing of sports photography, but like it really helps people know who you are and grow your account. I really like this picture. I love the colors. This looks like you might be on the ground shooting it. I think it looks great. Wow, this is a crazy one. I love this one. I wish the cropping was a little bit better. I wish you were a little bit further away. I'm not gonna look at the hockey photos because I freaking hate hockey. I don't hate hockey at all. When I took pictures there, actually we'll look at them. My hockey pictures were butt cheap. You had a similar issue as I did with the coloring because it's ugly in there. I think this is a great photo though. I think editing can help this picture, so we're gonna try and do that. It's so hard. I felt like mine were too green or too purple. This is a great photo. I wish his stick was in it a little bit more. But overall, this is amazing. Your hockey photos are way better than my hockey photos. Beautiful moment. I love this picture. I think the editing could be a little bit better, but this is a great photo. Hockey photos look great. I think you just have too many of them, but besides that, great job. Now, time for basketball, my favorite. I would delete this one. It's not interesting enough, you can't see his face. It's pretty good, I like this. Great to get the coach, love that guy. I like to shoot from in front so you can see their face, but I love shooting from the side. I think this is really cool. Except for the cropping, I think it would be nicer if you could have his full feet in there or like maybe zoom in a little bit. This picture doesn't have too much purpose. You can't see his face, you can't see his number. I wouldn't keep it. This one's cool. It'd be nicer if his hand wasn't there, but that's not your fault. This is nice. I think if I were you, I'd probably switch to the other side because I've had two things in a row. The majority of this team's right-handed, so I don't know. I'd maybe go to the other side of the stands so I could like potentially get their face in it. This is so cool because I have like the exact same pictures. I don't like this one very much. I think it's too zoomed in. Don't like that you can see the trash can. I feel like for static shots, they have to be like more alone. There's too much going on. It's not like, he's not the main focus. You can't see his jersey that well. You can't see his face. I think if you're gonna have a static shot, I either wanna see their jersey, their side completely, like and see their face in it, or just from the front. This one's pretty good for this guy. I don't think it's a great picture for him. This thing won't freaking go away. It's pissing me off. It's always a great idea to get like shoes, detail shots. I hardly ever do that, but I love it. Don't like the way this is cropped. This isn't too interesting of a picture. I don't like the background. Love this picture. It's not straight, so I would straighten that in editing. Love this picture. This is a great picture. Good one. Has potential. It's just covering his face too much. Same thing with that. This one has potential, but you're just too close. This is a good photo. It just needs to be cropped a little bit better. Once again, I love shoe pictures. I think this is great. Okay, now let's get to editing. I love this picture. We're gonna start by cropping. I'm not using auto because over here his fingers I think would get cut off if I did that. So I'm just gonna try and like do a little bit and zoom in. Up the exposure, contrast, shadows. Maybe we'll go up a little bit. Whites down, blacks down. Vibrance up a little bit. Noise reduction up. I'm gonna create a mask of the background. Noise reduction hella. Before, after. It's not much at all, but just having the it just makes your photo look edited, which makes it look cared for, you know? Now we're gonna do this one. First of all, it's not cropped right, so we're gonna bring this in, center her a little bit more. Exposure up, contrast up, blacks down. Okay, we're gonna make it a little less yellow. Add noise reduction. Now let's make a mask. Some more noise reduction and bring the exposure down a little bit. Before, after. Wow. That's at least a starting point. So before and after. We're gonna do this photo. I think this is an amazing action photo. I feel like in the volleyball photos you're missing some action. I think I just want to see more pictures like this, kind of. So we're gonna up the exposure, up the contrast, shadows up a little bit, blacks down. Put the whites up a little bit, exposure up a little bit. I don't know. Add some noise reduction. Let's zoom in to make sure it's not getting too crazy. Perfect. The colors also seem a little off. I'm gonna add some saturation back and then make it a little bit warmer. Okay, and now I'm gonna make a mask of the background. Before, after, before, after. Okay, for this one, we're gonna bring the exposure up, contrast up, highlights down, shadows up, blacks down, exposure down, straighten it out. Oh, never mind. Go straight, maybe. Colors are off. Let's make it a little bit more purple. I don't know, man. I hate freaking hockey. Add some noise reduction, make a mask, more noise reduction, the blacks down. Sure, I still don't feel like it's the right color, but now we're gonna edit this one. Let's bring the exposure up, contrast up, highlights, shadows up a little, blacks down, the exposure down a little bit more. Vibrance up, saturation up. Make it a little bit warmer, but not by a lot. Add some noise reduction. Ooh, I can tell because it messed up his knees. It made them way too smooth. Bring that down a little bit. Make a background. Up the noise reduction. So recrop it, auto straighten. Bring it in a tad. Perfect.